And then with the Sheen, we'll be able to do a significant amount of damage. Renekton throwing off the stun onto Skarner, but Skarner's really aggressively chasing under this tower, get the exhaust. The shield from Lee Sin, they're going to slow him, and Renekton's going to pick up that kill. Skarner needed to get out of that tower, but Poppy actually chasing down Lee Sin, and Poppy doesn't really have a lot of damage right now. Threw off that Death Fires, which isn't really that great at low health. And Lee Sin is just jumping around. The slam into the wall. I don't even know what Poppy's leveling if he's not taking damage. And there's the damage onto Lee Sin. One more hit and Lee Sin will go down, and they are able to pick up that kill. Nocturne in the meantime, Swain able to hold off this, fight down bottom. Shaco did die, but Swain will be okay. Needs to replenish that mana, so we'll likely go back, and no one's really pushing, so we'll be okay right now. Continuing to look at the items. We see that Renekton is actually very strong. He does have a Sunfires along with the Yumus. So the Yumus will definitely give him that strong 1v1 capability, as well as the ability to chase people down. And then Jax, he has both Gunblade and Rageblade. So once you have the two of those, your damage output is really just fantastic on Jax. He's going to be able to chase anyone down that he wants with that Gunblade. Really good decision there. Swain just holding off this Jax and really just throwing out a lot of damage. Jax does throw off the ultimate. Doesn't want to take much more damage. The Gunblade finally going off. I'm a little surprised they didn't want to do it earlier, but you definitely want to kite that Swain. The snare goes off onto Teemo. It should have hit. Shaco flashes in, and with the Shiv is able to pick up the kill on the Jax, but Teemo is able to pick up the kill on the Shaco, and Swain will pick up that kill, and now there's no one to defend bot. He really should not worry about those creeps and go after that tower, and they are going to be able to pick up this kill on Renekton, but Renekton just barely picking up Blitzcrank. So now not only are they going to get bottom, but they're also going to get top, so once again a strong 4-point advantage, and Swain will have the health and mana to defend this point. Poppy has finished Lichbane, wants to get a little bit more ability power. I'm not sure where Swain is. I believe he's bot. Yes, he is. Nocturne is. And he is taking down Swain very quickly. Swain's ultimate couldn't help him long enough, so Swain will want to get some defense from now on. Should buy armor and look to building a Zhonya's Hourglass. That will really help him out. The armor in the short term, but then Zhonya's, once he has that Zhonya's, he can just leave that ult running. Just heal constantly and then throw off the Zhonya's, and no one will be able to touch him. Lee Sin will prevent this tower from being taken, but Poppy throws off the ultimate, stuns Lee Sin into a wall. Lee Sin is walking away, so Lee Sin's probably very low health. Poppy still chasing him down, stuns him into a wall. Once again, Lee Sin is able to get out of there. He will kite back to the creeps. Renekton is going to get the pull off on the Renekton. Lee Sin's very close to going down. Poppy is able to pick up that kill with the Sheen proc after she knocked Lee Sin back. Actually, Lee Sin jumped to a creep. I didn't even see him go. So Lee Sin was able to get out of there. Nocturne is chasing down, though. Both Renekton and Poppy are very low. Blitzcrank probably wanted to stay on this tower. The fear will go off, so he will die, unfortunately, very quickly. He needed to pop up Nocturne, but he never got that pop-up off. And in the meantime, they will get top tower, and then Poppy is going after this side tower. She will not get it, but she did neutralize it. And Shaco is going to throw off all that AP damage. Teemo is going to run away right now. But once again, the enemy has taken control of this game. Skarner with the aggressive pull, and Swain with that Shiv is able to pick up that kill very easily. And now, they were able to take top, but there's no one really to defend it. Renekton really needed to leave. He has no health, so Skarner should be able to get this. Renekton will probably jump in, but if Skarner times this right, they should be able to get the kill. And Nocturne's up here as well, and it seems Nocturne's at pretty full health. Nocturne's actually bottom, so they are able to pick up the kill onto Renekton very easily. Skarner does go down, but then they pick up Poppy afterwards. And Nocturne was able to pick up that kill onto Swain. Let me see his items. He does not have that armor. So we take a look at all their items. You see Swain has actually gone for ability power. He finished the Will of the Ancients, and he has also built his Tear of the Goddess up into a Archangel Scepter, so he will have some nice ability power. But really, Will of the Ancients isn't a strong ability power item, and the Spell Vamp isn't really worth it to upgrade it until a little bit later. And Archangel Staff does not give him the survivability he needs. Shaco is going to go down here really in just a terrible position, so Shaco and Lee Sin both go down. And now I'm not sure that there's much Blitzcrank can do. They are going to be able to come up here and capture this point. He is coming up into the brush, hoping maybe to get a pull, but a pull will be a quick death, and then they'll take it right away, so it's not really going to avail him much. They did send two bot. Skarner's actually down here being chased by Teemo and Poppy. He will be okay. He does get the pull onto Teemo, but he does go down from that poison. And now, they're really at a strong disadvantage here. Poppy has thrown the ultimate off on the Swain, throws him into a wall, and Swain will go down, almost picking up the kill with his AoE, but unfortunately is not able to. Maybe Shaco can pick up a double kill here, though. He could blink into Teemo for the quick kill and then get Poppy afterwards. He throws the Shiv, almost killing Poppy, but Poppy's passive, will protect him from that damage. I think he expected a little bit more damage and wasn't taking that into account. And Nocturne, I believe, is ulting bot. Once again, Lee Sin was down here, and Lee Sin is able to pick up the kill onto Poppy, but Nocturne does pick up that kill. And the enemy's just really in a really strong position right now. They do have 2 tops, so Swain will likely go down here because Swain still does not have that armor, throwing off his AoE, doing a ton of damage to both Renekton and Jax. He might get a double kill here. It's very close, but they are able to pick up the kill, and they will neutralize this tower. They should back away because they're both going to die here. Shaco comes in, does pick up the fast kill onto Renekton, and followed by the kill onto Jax. Swain did go down, and I believe it's Nocturne is chasing after Skarner here. He will be able to get out. They are coming over to intercept. Nocturne's actually going to be a little more defensive. The Q does miss from Lee Sin, but Nocturne has all that damage. Takes Lee Sin down very quickly. What is Nocturne damage? He has Phantom Dancer, so really just fast attack speed and some nice crits. Really, I think a lot of the keys to this game is really just Swain needs that armor. Will be able to defend bottom. Poppy throws himself into Blitzcrank, but Blitzcrank's able to get away. Skarner pulling Nocturne off into the tower, and Poppy is going to go down to this tower, but Skarner is very close to dying, and Renekton is able to pick up that kill with his Q. No real threat there, but they will take this tower once again, and, Green is looking pretty low. It's, they're in a pretty poor position right now. Lee Sin is going to try and come in and get a double kill. He Qs into Nocturne, is able to pick up that kill on Nocturne very quickly. I'm not sure who's going to win in this fight between Renekton and Lee Sin. It should be pretty even. Lee Sin needs to make sure he doesn't walk into that tower because that'll be a quick way to lose. And it's going back and forth. And Lee Sin does throw the knockoff and is able to pick up the kill into Renekton. One more stun and a Q from Renekton would have been very fast in getting that kill. And Shaco was able to pick up the kill onto Jax. Kind of chasing down Teemo, but he didn't really have a lot of potential there. Teemo did flash away, wants to be very careful. So even game, Lee Sin is going to take that top tower, will be able to push them back in the advantage. Skarner trying to come in behind Teemo, hope that he's still there. He's probably recalled though. I have to imagine he's still there, but he was actually hiding with his invisibility. Skarner's just going to completely ignore him, come in for this tower, and Nocturne once again is ulting bottom. He is coming in on top of that Skarner, and he's going to take him down very quickly. Just massive damage output along with the Teemo there. And, top is down once again, so, the red team does have the advantage. They are up already. Swain is coming over to the right side. There's no one to defend it, so he will at least be able to neutralize it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to capture that point, but in the meantime, they're going to capture this point, and I'm not sure that Skarner's going to be able to get there in time. So not only are they going to neutralize, they're also going to capture. Teemo does come up to stop Swain, but Swain, throwing off that damage, is able to pick up the kill onto Teemo. He does have a realize for that slow. And Skarner was actually just barely able to get in time, but Renekton finally picking it up. Poppy does go down, but the tower is knocking on him now. Renekton, how long can he last? Renekton does go down. Now they need to neutralize this. Okay, so they did neutralize the tower, so it's not dealing any damage. They are down to 40, but they are going to take a big lead here, getting all 5 towers. Swain did pick up the right side. Blitzcrank's going to pick out the bot, and then they're going to pick up the windmill with Swain up here. Nocturne is coming down. He is going to be able to pick this up with Teemo. I'm not sure that they can really defend it. Blitzcrank maybe going to try and get a pull to kind of dissuade them. He really needs to make sure that it stays in his side before he does that. He can't go in anymore. The tower goes down, and Blitzcrank will go down, so now they will get this tower. Lee Sin's going to come down, but he's not really going to be able to accomplish a lot. And Jax was able to pick up the tower on the side. Lee Sin does have the shield, so he does have a lot of damage, but unfortunately he's going to go down very quickly with that fear and that blind. There we go. And Swain, being chased by 3 people, does throw off some damage, and he is healing very well, but unfortunately he does not have that survivability that he's been lacking all game, and I'm not really sure what his reasoning is. Poppy throwing Skarner into the wall, able to pick up the kill very quickly. They will take back this top tower, and it's really a neck-to-neck race. Green was in the lead for a second there, but Red is going to take the lead back once again. Shaco will be able to hold bot very well against any push that comes in. He is throwing up this Jack in the Boxes. They did go down, so you won't want to stack more. Nocturne trying to get this tower, but he's not going to be able to do it, so he's going to back up. And but Red is in the advantage right now, and if Green can't take a tower pretty quickly, they're going to go down. Lee Sin chasing after Nocturne, able to pick up the kill onto Nocturne, and they're going to get this kill onto Renekton. So really, Renekton and Nocturne needed to be very defensive, but instead they were being very aggressive out here. So as a result, they will lose this top tower. And Shaco did go down bot. He was able to pick up a kill, but then Jax was able to pick up the kill afterwards. And Jax is moving up. I'm not really sure what he's hoping to do. He really should try and push, get some points for them. He's going to come up and go for this tower, and I'm not sure that he's going to be able to stop him. What are they doing? Why are they leaving the tower? They're 30 seconds away from winning. Get on that tower and just defend it. Lee Sin being very aggressive. Jax, if he threw out that Gunblade, would have been able to pick up that kill, but they have everyone coming up top, and Nocturne will ult in. Nocturne's going to be able to pick up a kill very quickly with his attack damage along with Jax. Swain is healing, but unfortunately goes down very quickly. Nocturne very close to dying, will probably die to Skarner here, and there's the kill onto Nocturne, but Jax and Poppy are going to be able to take a lot of damage. Jax actually goes down, and Poppy's going to die as well. I've been a little bit surprised at how fast Poppy's been dying in all these fights. Now it's only Renekton top, and the enemy's points are still ticking away. They're ticking down to 12. 10 seconds. I don't know how they're going to win this. I believe this is going to be GG. There's really no one who's going to be able to capture a point for them. This is going to be game, and you see the GG go out. And just, you know, lots of mobility for their team, along with the single target burst. They did have the great defense from Swain and from Shaco, able to kind of hold that bottom lane. I was a little bit surprised. I thought that, you know, maybe the enemy would have had an advantage top with their great DPSers, especially if you saw the damage output from Nocturne. But fortunately, they were able to pick up the kills. Great single target burst from Lee Sin, from Blitzcrank, and were able to pull out the win.